Good morning, guys. Brian back with the Cardano ADA token update. We are moving this morning at 2.5%. Bitcoin has finished its ABC correction I was talking about. I have a video to show you guys about a crypto scam going on here that I think that's the most important thing right now. We need to protect everybody in the space. So let me show you this video, and then I have an article about massive whale accumulation, and we're going to look at these charts and see where this thing's going. This one article talks about a 30% increase here in April. So let me show this to you guys real quick, and I will be right back.
The first contact came through a message on Twitter.
Asking about some questions related to my research. Just like casual conversation. That's how it started.
Soon the woman's chats with the man we're calling John, a highly educated cancer researcher, turned to investing in cryptocurrencies. He asked us to disguise his identity.
As a scientist with a PhD, naturally curious, and especially when you talk about how much money you can make, got sort of hooked.
Urged on by his new friend, John began wiring money to a website that looked identical to a real-life online investing platform, and it seemed like he was making a fortune. But when he was unable to withdraw a large sum, he realized that something was wrong.
At that point, how much had you invested?
More than half million, about $560,000.
Wow. And what portion of your wealth did that represent?
Such everything I have.
John was one of the latest victims in a sophisticated online scam known as pig butchering, which comes from a Chinese term for fattening a hog for slaughter. The gangs that carry out this scheme are largely based overseas, mainly in Southeast Asia. The FBI says Americans have lost billions of dollars to these cons, and usually the money is unrecoverable. But tonight, the Justice Department is announcing the seizure of more than $100 million stolen in pig butchering scams, possibly including some of John's money. It's the first seizure of its kind, the result of a new focus by federal authorities on tracking cryptocurrency.
We figured out where these accounts were and that there was funds from victims that went through various stops to get to these accounts, and then we seized the accounts from the institutions where they were being held.
Young Choi directs the Justice Department's Crypto Enforcement Unit. She says the DOJ has learned how to use sophisticated software to track ill-gotten crypto and then grab it.
That's a bad day for the crooks.
It is a bad day for the crooks. We think we're raising the cost of their doing business in this manner and preying on the United States public.
Another victim we're calling Eugene, also a scientist, was lured into the con by a real person, someone he knew from graduate school. The scammer strung him along slowly, showing statements with huge gains, even letting him withdraw thousands of dollars. He and his wife quit their jobs, liquidated their retirement funds, and borrowed from friends, eventually forking over more than $5.2 million.
That's all my saving all my life. My first day of start until now, my weight dropped like more than 20 pounds. I just could not eat and sleep.
But then Eugene got amazing news.
FBI agent in charge of my case, they traced the money, and they tracked down the money, and they find the money.
The Justice Department is now working to return Eugene and John some of their money.
We're really looking forward to working with victims to try to get them their funds back.
Authorities say the chances of that happening improve if victims report it right away.
What's your message to a victim who feels so embarrassed by this they don't want to tell anyone?
You're not alone. There are hundreds and thousands of you out there. You might think, how could I have fallen victim to this? But we've seen it happen again and again.
It's a reminder of the age-old truism.
If an investment sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
All right, Ken Delaney.
Okay, that's a clip of it. If you want to watch the whole thing, guys, it's on NBC's page there. You can watch the whole article. But I think that's most important of all. We take care of each other and watch out for each other in this space. So just do your research and everything before you invest in anything. You know, if anybody contacts you, be super skeptical. Okay, just try to protect each other out there. So anyway, let's move on with this. Okay, Cardano price sees whales accumulating at highest level. 30% gain projected in April, and this just came out yesterday. So Cardano price sees whale accumulation peaking to the highest level in over a month. 88 breaks in the resistance area of 40 cents and is heading for a retest at 42. If 88 can break above 42, it would make a new high for 2023. Okay, it has bulls flocking to its price action as all starts to align with the altcoin. And we've been talking about that, just to go back real quick, that major resistance that this thing has been fighting for a while. Resistance, 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 and finally that breakout. And you can see the volume coming in down there. This is from TradingView that I use here, but they're definitely accumulating for sure. It says here, Cardano price in favor on all fronts. Cardano price looks ready to shift another gear higher as Ethereum EVM is scheduled to be added to the Cardano blockchain and will become the largest EVM chain with the staking rewards fully operational. Using Solidity's programming language, no new toolkits are needed for Ethereum app developers to build on the Cardano blockchain. This is a positive element of the development that can only boost the interest in Cardano. ADA will thus see two driving forces, one from whales and one from developer interest. That will be enough to break that 0.421 top side from February. Once that is taken out, ADA looks prepared to jump substantially higher. April looks ready to hit 0.524. So that's fantastic. And it says here, risk comes in the form of a firm rejection at 0.421. Yet again, as bulls already broke their teeth in February, another rejection could break morale a bit and send the ADA back to below 40 cents. That means that pressure will build on 0.388 and could see another leg lower, 0.36, with a 10% decline at hand. Well, these whales don't come in and start scooping stuff up unless they know something's going on here. And if you haven't, guys, please hit that subscribe button. We did our first giveaway of 100 ADA the other day, and all you have to do to enter is be a subscriber. I had a great group of people started here, and we're on our way to 300 subscribers, and just a lot of good people in here. So come join us. We love covering Cardano. It's one of my biggest holdings, and I'm on top of this stuff every day. So please join us. But here it says Cardano gets on-chain gaming boost as I think it's Pima Layer 2 goes live. This just came out this morning, about an hour and a half ago, and I'm just getting this up. A new cross-chain network integration will allow Cardano users to play on-chain games using ADA tokens, and users of other networks to play Cardano-based games. Pima Studios released this feature for the Cardano blockchain on Monday. Developers tweeted, the move is possible as Pima is a layer 2 or an independent network that bundles transactions to a base blockchain for faster speeds and cheaper costs. Cardano users can play any blockchain-based games without needing to bridge tokens to another network. Pima also supports the migration of games built on other networks to Cardano, allowing users of those networks to play a game based on Cardano without having to move assets. Pretty cool. That just came out this morning. If you want to read the whole article there, you can. It is on CoinDesk. These guys write some great stuff. So here's your top 100 cryptos. A lot of green out there this morning. Things are looking really good today. So expecting a big day today. You can see SXP, Render, Doge. I don't know why Doge isn't the biggest bubble on here, but that thing's ripping, as you can see on the left-hand side. Here's your top gainers and top losers up to the minute. Doge is up 29.5% again today. If you get on Twitter, you'll see what I'm talking about. Your little thing in the center of the screen comes up, the Doge coin there, which that's pretty cool. Elon Musk bought it. He can do whatever he wants with it. So, but pretty neat. But that's really shooting this price up. Look at the volume over 24 hours. $5 billion over 24 hours. Ethereum had double that at 10 billion, but not too shabby. Out of the top coins there, it's what, number 2 in volume over the 24 hours. Yep. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people jumping on that as soon as they seen that yesterday. It's up to 10 cents right now. So let's get back to these charts. I want to show you one thing I was talking about with Bitcoin, because I thought I missed that ABC correction, but ended up getting it right there. I was hoping so. I was wondering what was going on here. Usually you measure these things out, and the other day Bitcoin was forming this wedge, and it broke down out of it, and I measured this ABC correction to hit down here. Well, it hit there, and I thought that might have been it. I thought I missed it, but yesterday it ended up poking its head down here and hitting that price zone right in the middle of it, and I had it between 27 180 and 27 333, and it hit 27 280 roughly. So we got it. That ABC correction is done. I expect Bitcoin to start moving up here. The RSIs on this thing, if you could look at the bottom there, that 4-hour RSI is just spinning up for Bitcoin. I think the daily is about corrected. Yep, it is, and the 1 hour is it's at the top, excuse me, but the 8-hour is just turning up. So things are looking great for Bitcoin, and that means things are looking good for Cardano, that's for sure. Anyway, let's get back to this chart. I want to put a Fibonacci on this thing. We have broken out of that down-sloping resistance, as I've said numerous times. We've been waiting for the jump out of this thing, okay? This is on the daily chart. We put a fib on this thing. We are right up there, man. We're above that 786. We're waiting for this break. I'm expecting this thing to shoot up to the 42.5 to 45.5 zone as our first price target. It's not financial advice at all, folks. I'm not. You don't want to look to me for that. I just show you the charts and what I believe is going on here. I cover Theta token there, and finally it hit its price target that we've had up for it for a week now. So sometimes these things can take some time to play out, but you can see that 4-hour RSI is on its way up down there at the bottom, which means it's probably got some legs left. The 1 hour is near the top. The 2 is just starting back up. The 8 is just turning up, so that's fantastic. You know, the 12 is about in the middle, looking like it wants to turn up there. If you look at that, you can see it curving up. So things are looking good this morning, and so that we're waiting to hit them targets up there. And thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I appreciate it so very much. And if we get some major price action here, we have that first resistance up there at we got to break through that 0.403. Okay, then we're headed up to 0.4, well, the 42 cent area. That's the next major resistance up there. We got to break through that to get to this higher price. But first of all, let's break that 0.403, and I believe we're on our way. And we're up 2.64% right now. So I'll keep an eye on this rest of the day. We get some major action, I'll get another video out. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day.